revenue sharing formula. But what backroom politics might have informed the deliberations in the Senate, and what role might the scramble for national revenue play in the Kenyatta succession battle? KTN political reporter Moremi Mwangi takes a look at the intrigues that have left President Kenyatta on the edge of political no man's land.
Renowned American political scientist David Easton might perhaps have had little interest in Kenyan affairs when he universally described politics as the authoritative allocation of resources and values.
Okay, order members.
Yet decades later, this statement appears to mirror the raging scramble for 316 billion shillings across the 47 counties, viciously straining relations between President Uhuru Kenyatta's camp and that of his newfound ally, longtime Peter IV, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga.
Resources are allocated to provide services, and if it is medicine, for example, you cannot allocate a region with 1 million people the same amount of money that you are allocating with 100,000, because you will need more medicine where there are more people.
It is very sad we are relegating the whole thing into population, those experts in giving birth, and those who are not experts in giving birth. A very sad measure that we have stooped so low.
But why has this formula generated as much political heat? And what role might the scramble for the national financial cake play in the Kenyatta succession matrix? Known to bank on its near-homogeneous voting pattern, Kenyatta's Mount Kenya backyard, arguably the single largest voting bloc, had in the popularization of the Kenyatta Odinga-led Building Bridges initiative, fiercely rallied behind calls of one man, one vote, one shilling, a slogan analysts interpreted as a preemptive strategy among Mount Kenya power brokers to financially safeguard the region through legally bound increased budgetary allocations tied to its massive population, just in case the mountain loses grip of executive power after Kenyatta's projected 2022 exit. A strategy that might have informed the fierce support Mount Kenya had accorded the controversial formula, Mount Kenya receiving rare backup given recent political events from Deputy President William Ruto's camp from the Rift Valley, most of whose counties stood to benefit in increased revenue. Yet caught in a catch-22 situation is Kenyatta's new right-hand man, ODM leader Raila Odinga. Though his Nyanza backyard and traditional Western support bases are among key winners in additional revenue, Odinga stared at likely backlash from his traditional coastal backyard that stands to lose 5.1 billion, alongside the majorly arid and semi-arid but politically decisive northern Kenya, losing a whopping 8.4 billion shillings. A state of affairs critics described as an open ridicule to the Kenyatta Odinga-owned BBI process that is centered on, among other issues, enhancing inclusivity by eliminating economical and political marginalization, blamed for the routine cycle of violent polls.
Launching the BBI.
A delicate balance, observers argue, could have had corresponding repercussions on the acceptability or otherwise, including likely rejection of the BBI by regions aggrieved in the revenue stalemate, most of whose senators vowed to shoot down the formula.
We are not going to support a situation whereby our counties are losing money in the pretext that, some people are trying to position themselves for the politics of 2022. And all of us, we voted for these leaders. Actually, in Nyamira County, President Uhuru received 52%, and the former Prime Minister received about 47%.
We as Mount Kenya people adventurous, we are literally in each part of the country. So when the country is one cohesive unit, we know that our brothers in Lamu will be safe. We know that our brothers in Kisumu will be safe. We know our brothers in Eldoret, in Molo, in Mombasa, they will be safe.
To what extent or to what degree, I might not be in a position to say, but I can tell you definitely how it's going to stand out today in the Senate. It will affect the position of the coast region. Not only the coast region, but I think in all counties that have been denied funds.
Another competition of who gets what, when and how, living true to the nature of politics, and the scramble for the national cake is no doubt poised to intensify as pre-2022 politics continue. Murumi Mwangi, KTN News in Parliament.
So no white smoke just yet. The wait continues for Kenyans, but the senators are holed up in the Senate right now as we speak to try and not take this debate too